Don't eat where you shit. Okay, guys, this is a funny title, but realistically, what I mean by that is don't date your coworkers, don't date your neighbor, don't date your best friend. Okay, I get messages like this all the time. Oh, I fell in love with a coworker, I fell in love with a neighbor, I fell in love with a best friend. From what I've observed from just coaching thousands and thousands of people and listening to millions of messages, is when you stick a man and a woman in close-ish circumstances for a long enough time period, feelings grow. The amount of messages I see where people say, I fell in love with my best friend. They have a best friend of the opposite gender and they fall in love. All the time, every day. Every day, I get messages like that. It's gotten to such a degree after seeing this same stuff for years and years, I say to people, don't be friends with the opposite gender, which I know sounds crazy to some people. Because some people say, well, you can be friends with anybody. After seeing just millions of these messages, guys, I tell people, you know what? Just don't be friends with the opposite gender. Just don't be. I don't have any friends who are girls. Why would I? I have one woman in my life. She's my wife. That's it. I have employees, co-workers, I have acquaintances, people I'm friendly with, but I wouldn't really consider them close friends. Okay, so close friends, stick to the same gender. It's so much easier. Okay, men and women develop feelings for themselves if they're in close enough working circumstances for long enough. Okay, most people don't have an extreme high level of integrity like I do, I call it. Okay, so do it right. Don't do it. When you are going through life, regardless if you're in a relationship or not, you'll feel some people you have a certain level of attraction to. Okay, if you can feel that you have a certain level of attraction to one person, but you know that you shouldn't pursue anything with that person. Maybe they're in a relationship, maybe you're in a relationship, maybe you work with that person, maybe you know it's just a bad idea somewhere. You need to back off from them, okay? Don't be overly friendly, don't flirt, don't talk to them too much. Start to pull away from that person because you know it's a bad idea logically. You know it's a bad idea if you become friends with that person because you can feel the sense of attraction. You gotta pull away from that person. Don't try to rise above it and try to make a friendly type relationship with someone you're attracted to. That's a big mistake a lot of people make. And before they know it, feelings keep growing and growing and they get closer and closer and closer and emotions are blossoming, and before you know it, cheating's happening. It's really, really bad, guys, okay? You gotta really be careful in this area, guys, okay? If you go out with someone who you work with and then it fails, your workplace is gonna become really awkward and full of politics and rumors and all sorts of stuff, and it's gonna get really, really bad, okay? If you go out with someone who you go to gym with and it doesn't work, your gym's gonna be ruined, okay? If you have a friendship circle and you go out with someone in your friendship circle, then it's gonna be awkward after that, and before you know it, you're in an episode of Friends. Life is just way easier if you avoid all that and don't shit where you eat. Okay, be smart with it. Never date someone who you work with. I've seen some people, they live in one house and there's someone who looks pretty good next door and they date that person. It obviously doesn't work because they're not their ideal partner. And then it fails and they both have to live near each other still. So dumb, guys. Don't do that. You gotta choose wisely. You gotta choose wisely. Honestly, the best way to do it if you're single right now, you find someone online dating, they're not gonna live next door, you're not gonna do any of the same hobbies, you're not gonna work at the same locations, nothing. You haven't even met this person, okay? They'd have a totally different life than you. They may live in the same town, the same city, the same rough area, the same state, but that's about it. You're gonna go on a date with them, and if it doesn't work, you never see them again. If it does work, then you see them every day. That's how it works. That's the best way to do it, okay? Trying to make things work in close proximity circumstances is a bad idea. And it's very important to back away. When you feel a sense of attraction and you know you shouldn't go there, it's very important at that stage to back away. It's really, really important. So in 2024, guys, this year, next year, modern dating, use online dating, use it correctly. I make people's profiles every day. I've already made 2 profiles today already. I love building people's profiles. They send me all their pictures, I pick their photos. Now, as far as your photos are concerned, guys, You want warm type photos. Warm, the more warm, the better. Actually, to be honest, I explained it all in this book. My book here, How to Achieve a 10 out of 10 Relationship. This book, I released it about mid-January, so about a week ago, okay? Great book. About 1,000 of you guys have got it so far, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. There's a lot in here, to be honest, there's a lot in here about masculine and feminine energy actually, but there's a lot in here in online dating as well. It's only 50,000 words, guys, but if you didn't know, human beings don't absorb everything they read. If you read this book, an average human may absorb about 10%, okay? So what does that tell you? Mathematically, you need to read it 10 times, and then you know it. If you read the book 10 times, you will be going very well. You'll be in the top 1% of people who understand relationships, okay? So if you go to my website, you can get the hard copy book, you can get the audio book. Both are very good. For those of you who have bought it, send me a message. Let me know what you think. I love writing books. This is the second relationship book I wrote. I'm gonna try to do one every year because things change and I learn new stuff too. And the more I learn, I want to tell you guys so then it helps you as well. I'm always learning every day. The better ways, better apps, better this, better that, more statistics, learning stuff. Love learning. It's good to have that mindset, you know? Have a learning type, inquisitive type mindset, the learner. It's very powerful. Anyway, I'm sort of getting sidetracked here. Online dating in 2024 is the best way to find your ideal partner. I have that conversation every day. I do free calls with people, so people want to work with me, they're booking a free call on my website, I call them, we have a chat. And every day, I coach a lot of 50-year-old women. They all achieve 10 out of 10s, but one of the things they say is, I'm an old-fashioned girl. I wish I could meet someone the old-fashioned way. I go, I know, but where are you gonna meet them? You're gonna meet them down at the pub, at a club, at a tennis club? It's just not gonna happen. It's the chance of you meeting someone who you wanna spend the rest of your life with at these places. It's so slim. But online dating, you can be logical, you can be really picky, you can be brutal, you can go, no, 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 yes, I go on a date with him. You have lots of opportunities. It's kind of like shopping. It's kind of like online shopping. I know that sounds kind of bad, but online it is. It's kind of like online shopping, and you can be really picky, and you can have 1,000 matches and go through them and be really, really, really picky with it, and have lots of dates. It's a good way to date fast. No one wants to be in the dating game for 10 years. You want to do it for 6 months, find your ideal partner, and then that's it. If it's taking longer than 6 months, it's stretching out, you're getting fatigued, okay? So do it the right way, guys. A few takeaways in conclusion in this video: don't shit where you eat, don't date your coworkers, don't date your neighbor, don't have friends of the opposite gender, don't date your friends, don't be smart. Just be smart for me, okay? Use online dating effectively. If you need help booking a free call, get a copy of my book, guys, it will help. Let me know if you need help. I'm here to help. I coach people like you every day. You can achieve a 10 out of 10. You can. As you can imagine, so many people every day talk to me about their relationship issues, what's going wrong, what's going wrong. All of them can achieve a 10 out of 10. You just got to be willing to do what it takes. And honestly, achieving a 10 out of 10, it's the best thing you will ever achieve. And it's worth doing anything to achieve it. Choose wisely though. Yeah, choose wisely. If you're overthinking and need help, let me know, guys. I know this is a lot. If you're overthinking, let me know. See you guys.